oh man, it's Tuesday night. Y'all know what that means. It is time for Gye-Nyame Journey. And it is time, I said it is time for folk tales for grown folks. Yo, hey, we're about to kick it, but before we get off into this folk tale, because this one is a life changer. If you did not know, now you know. You can hit me up at 614-556-4535. Once again, that's 614-556-4535 if you want to join the conversations. Now, y'all know I'll be running a little bit late on Tuesday because I am one of those comic book hero fans. And I was checking out the new season of The Flash, which is pretty good, by the way. For those of you that like following that type of thing, it's pretty good. I sit down and watch it with my kids, but it's so hard to get them to go to bed at 9 because, you know, usually we trying to knock it out about 8 o'clock. But for some strange reason, it's hard for me to get in bed now. You know, I got a lot of stuff going on, still trying to do the ambit. And speaking of ambit,
the word is spreading. More and more people are switching to ambit energy.
Well, one of my neighbors switched, and then I switched. Now the whole neighborhood has ambit.
Who doesn't want to save money?
The word is spreading. Switching to ambit energy is rewarding in more ways than one.
I signed up and got a travel reward. That's nice.
Oh, I get to save on energy and on travel?
There's a cruise for two out there just a few thousand kilowatts away. I can almost smell the sunscreen.
The word is spreading. Ambit energy even lets you earn free energy.
When I get 15 friends to switch, I get free energy. I have 15 friends. At least I think I do.
Hey, I'd be telling people to switch to ambit anyway.
If you'd like to switch to ambit energy, listen to the following contact information closely. Then spread the word.
all right, this is Gye-Nyame Journey, and for those that are interested in being part of this revolution, check us out as Gye-Nyame Journey. Gye-Nyame Journey at Gye-Nyame-Journey.energy526.com. Gye-Nyame-Journey.energy526.com. You can also join our page at facebook.com/GNJ Energy. And you can follow us on there, and you can sign up on there as well, you know, at least find out how much we could save you. And we're moving into, in the Central Ohio, we're moving into the gas business. So now we're saving money on electricity. For those that are really into the rates, you know, although most of y'all don't know what y'all pay anyway, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm saying this. You don't know where your money going right now. So what we're giving you the opportunity to do when you join us in this journey on Ambit, when you join us on Ambit, we're giving you an opportunity to know where your money going. Where your money going? Your money is going to Gye-Nyame Journey, and it helps us make sure that we are able to provide the services for the community that we serve. We're here in Central Ohio right now. Eventually we're going to grow. We're doing camping trips. We're doing bi-weekly meetings. We're doing study sessions. We're teaching young people how to work with computers. We're encouraging them to stay in school. We're working with families. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, if you want to join the revolution, see, because it all starts one step at a time. I'm not asking for large donations. I'm asking for people to allow me to serve you through electricity at this point in time. And in a minute, we will be doing gas. So hit us up at Gye-Nyame-Journey.energy526.com. You call me at 614-594-9422 if you feel like joining. Also look at our Facebook page, facebook.com/GNJ Energy. All right. I think somebody just joined me on Uber, so I'm gonna get on my Uber app and see what's going on. Yeah, somebody on here. Somebody from Michigan is up in the house. Somebody I ain't heard from in a while, you know, since the Christmas break has been over. But she's back. She's on the line. And for those that are interested in joining the conversation, because the conversation is going down tonight, listen. I got Sister Janice on the line out of Detroit. If you want to join us, hit us up at 614-594-4535. I think that's the number. Let me double check. I'm getting old. I got to double check my numbers and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I mean, I be forgetting. You know, you laughing. You was back there in the college days. You know what was going on. It was going down the college days. I'm lucky to still be walking. But hey, 614-556-4535. Once again, that's 614-556-4535. And right now, before we jump into this, let's look at some of this news. All right, for those that's interested in this political boulder dash. We have Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders win in New Hampshire primaries. I don't know what that means. It's in my news feed. I thought I'd share it with you. Maybe somebody come on the show and tell us what that means when they about a year and a half away from the real elections. Does this really count for anything? Do you really care? Is the question I want to know. Does these debates really change your life and change your perspective on politics? You know what I'm saying? The fact of the matter is that they are professional liars. We have accepted them as professional liars, and somehow we find it acceptable for them to come and just basically lie to us. I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. Supreme Court deals a blow to Obama efforts to regulate coal emissions. Of course, you know, North Korea nuclear efforts seen as a top threat to the U.S. North Korea, right? Yeah, okay. All right. I mean, really, I mean, you know, we running out of credible threats now. North Korea, right? North Korea, right? Okay. Those that are not joining me on the line, Sister Janice is over here loud because she knows. I mean, North Korea, for real. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's like saying the Mickey Mouse Club is a threat to the folks in Chicago. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? North Korea nuclear efforts seen as a top threat to the U.S. I mean, U.S. soil. They're waiting for it. They're waiting for the opportunity. So, hey, all right. Study in Brazil links Zika virus to eye damage in babies. Now, I told y'all a couple of weeks ago this Zika virus is the new smoke screen. Now, I'm not saying it's not real, but it's the new smoke screen. We got all these smoke screens, man, like North Korea. We got all these smoke screens, so we got to be aware. I mean, this is some of the stuff that these folk tales try to get us programmed for. Some of this stuff is the new smoke screen. Get you worried about stuff. Make it simple. Make it simple. All right. Yes. Yes. Right. The dude is right. Right. Until next week. Hey, y'all need a new name. Fufu. Oh yeah. Because these diseases grow up in the hood. Hey, for those that want to join the conversation, hit me up at 614-556-4535. 614-556-4535. Now, here we go. Obama's final budget proposal calls for, listen, $4.15 trillion in spending. 4.15. I wonder how much of that is being spent on education. Bam! No, I didn't see that. Man, But now, the news report that I wanted to hit on right now, and is going down in Ohio. Black Lives Matter activist Marshawn McCurry kills himself at Ohio State State House. And I'm just now hearing about this, because y'all know I don't do a lot of prep for the show, because I like y'all to catch the real reactions and the real conversation between myself most times, but me and my guests, because we talk about, what I'm saying? I want people to understand that this right here, what we're doing, people are doing this for real and actually producing value in people's lives. And the conversation we have, like I said, I'm just stick with me for a little while. We're going to get it together. So let's read this. A Columbus, Ohio community organizer active in Black Lives Matter movement killed himself Monday on the steps of the Ohio State House. The State Highway Patrol said Marshawn McCurry II, 23, fatally shot himself with a handgun on the exterior steps of the complex shortly before 6 p.m., said Ohio State Highway Patrol Lieutenant Craig Vetton. McCurry was the founder of a local community organization, Pursuing Our Dreams, which launched an effort to feed Columbus homeless. McCurry was homeless for several months after graduating high school. All everyone needs is love. That's a human being. That's a pulse, he told the magazine 614 Columbus in a 2014 profile. We're feeding everyone. We're sending the message, today I got you, tomorrow I could be right there. A phone call to McCurry's mother, Letha Wellington, was not immediately returned. She had told the Columbus Dispatch newspaper he impacted so many people, touched so many lives. McCurry was also named a Radio 1 hometown champion and traveled to Los Angeles for the NAACP Image Awards on Friday, the organization he founded said. McCurry had been active in protests over the use of deadly force by police and organized local demonstrations over the shooting death of black teenager Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri in 2014. I just want to get to let's see what's going on with him. But kind of being in the struggle, something similar, I kind of feel some of the stuff that's about to happen. We want people to understand that people who look like me are one breath away from being an Eric Garner, McCurry told the publication Columbus Alive in December 2014 interview, referring to the death of Staten Island man following a violent arrest. Police are continuing to investigate and are looking at posts McCurry made on social media. Vetton said a post on what appears to be McCurry's Facebook page said Monday, "My demons won today. I'm sorry." The government building was open for business at the time of the shooting, and McCurry was seen on the State House grounds shortly before the suicide, but it appears no one witnessed the act. Alright, I ain't gonna speculate. Alright, just trying to see if I know this brother, but go ahead. Oh my God. Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh no, but then we're taught to ignore it. We're taught to minimize it. They brought it upon themselves. Right. It's the mom you know what I'm saying. But then also we need to keep in mind. Check this out, because this is one of the things that I've been struggling with. Dealing with a little bit of education. I'm starting to see young people that we are pushing through school who have been receiving good grades, that are pushed all the way through school, and when they graduate reading at an 8th grade level. They did stuff the right way. They were told they were okay, but when it came time for them to graduate, they didn't have the skills that was necessary to move to the next level in education, or to actually get the skills to get a quality job. And then you put on there, as a black individual, becoming conscious to the suffering of your people, and to see the challenge that stands before you. Because if you think, if we just reflect on some of the stuff that when we started studying on campus, when we start having discussions on campus, the deepness and the layers of madness that have been forced on us historically, the levels of oppression, outside generated as well as inside generated in our community. If you are not, if you are, even if you are 100% mentally stable when you start studying, there's a good chance, and you and I both have ran into people who have jumped over the edge after finding about how deep our people's history and our place in history and where we are right now is enough to drive you crazy. But and it can be depressing. Right. 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 Oh my God. So I see you read this one in advance, and I wasn't even planning to tie that in, but I saw them stories because what I'm gonna start doing is doing some of the news and stuff like that. But there you go. Because because like I said, it's been a couple of times where I have sunk into depression. Because it's like, and even when you got somebody to talk to us, if their heart is not in the right place, it could force you. Right. You know what I'm saying? You got a point. You definitely have a point there. You're right. Right. Man up and get over it. You know what I'm saying? Man, you know what I'm saying? And what are you crying for? You don't know what suffering is. You know what I'm saying? Right. This ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that mental anguish, yo. But oh man. But yo, once again, for those that want to join the conversation, hit me up at 614-556-4535. I got the teacher on the other line, and she's gonna be dropping it because she has read this folk tale in advance. And for those that are out there listening, listen up. This is a life changer, right? This one right here is an eye opener. This one right here is a burden lifter. This one right here is one that when you hear it, if you figure out the wisdom in it, that's there for you. Because the issue is not to argue our views over it or argue the history over it. The piece is for you to get what's there for you. And in getting what's there for you, right, help somebody else. Because we need to stop. We need to learn how, as Sister Janet says, we need to learn how to talk with people in delicate situations. Go ahead, sis. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, liberation. See, because a lot of people talk about freedom. You know what I'm saying? Freedom is not free. Liberation must be taken. It has to be taken and maintained with actions and force. But a lot of us believe that it's supposed to just come to us. You know what I'm saying? That we got a handout. It don't work like that. But while I'm thinking about this, I wanted to wish Brother D a happy birthday. It's his birthday today, and every time I went to his spot, he wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So I sent him a text, but I ain't get to tell him happy birthday in person. But I see he out there hustling because he trying to get he doing the energy business too. But hey, let's get right. He might not get that till tomorrow, because if he was on Facebook, no seriously, if he was on Facebook, he'd be on here. So he probably at the crib sleeping, because I don't know what it is about. At least in my experience working in schools, this time of the year becomes the hardest. I mean, even after all the rest for Christmas, teachers are a little bit more stressed. I would think they would be rested up, but now they're a little bit more stressed. The write-ups are increasing. Discipline is becoming a major focus point at this point in time. So that's where we are right now. So the kids are struggling, and I don't know. I don't know whether it's cabin fever, but I don't know how it's been in Detroit. But here in Columbus, the winter has not been as heavy as we're used to. So, hey, you right next to the water crisis. How's things going on in Flint? Right. One of the first two, right? Wow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you bring it around. You bring it around. You bring it around because let me tell you this. This story is dope, but we got one coming up in 3 weeks that is of the same ilk as this story right here. But if you think this one is heavy, I promise y'all, if you are here, matter of fact, I'll tell you how many shows we're away from it. 1, 2, 3. We are exactly 1 month away from it. I'm not gonna get the title, but this one, if you like the one we're about to do today, the Oak and the Woodcutters, if you like this one, and you think this one has some information for you, the one in 4 shows, will change your life. This one is the opener, right? It's gonna open you up. Those of you that's new, it's gonna open you up. I want you to join us at 614-556-4535. I want you to catch Sister Janice's. I want you to catch the teacher's wisdom. Really. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all, right now, those of you that's just listening through Spreaker, that's just listening through the app and stuff like that, you're just catching me. I need you to catch the wisdom because I haven't figured out how to link these two things together yet. You know what I'm saying? My sister is just now speaking to me and whoever calls on the line. So you need to get on the line because it's about to go down because she let us know that she's prepared. When she started connecting it to she let us know that she's prepared. So she has been preparing all day. So if you miss out on this, you missed. Listen. I don't even know. I'm going to upload and rebroadcast, but I don't know when. Right? I'm serious. Listen. See, because it's almost like we have been blessed to receive pearls, but we have turned around and in some cases we have thrown our pearls to swine. You know what I'm saying? They have ran over the pearls and now they attempt to trample us. You know what I'm saying? With their fuckery. I'm not on that now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, are you dropping jewels? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, and I know people are listening. I know they're listening. Right? You know what I'm saying? Because I got stats. People are listening. So I'm trying to get them to get on the call because this is the issue. This is one thing I learned. A lot of times we're not robbing ourselves by not sharing the information that we have. We're robbing others. We never know whose blessing we are holding inside of us. So a lot of people out there that may be listening to the show and popping and listening, you know what I'm saying? You don't know who you're robbing by not speaking, by not sharing your tale, by not sharing your story, not sharing your wisdom. Somebody out there need it. They don't need Brother Hatim's. I'm just operating as a means to get your voice out there. I just want people to take advantage of it. But let's get to this folk tale. The Oak and the Woodcutters. The woodcutter cut down a mountain oak and split it in pieces, making wedges of its own branches for dividing the trunk. The oak said with a sigh, I do not care about the blows of the axe aimed at my roots, but I do grieve at being torn in pieces by these wedges made from my own branches. I don't, and since I don't even think they heard me, I'm going to read that one more time. Listen, the woodcutter cut down a mountain oak and split it in pieces, making wedges of its own branches for dividing the trunk. The oak said with a sigh, I do not care about the blows of the axe aimed at my roots, but I do grieve at being torn in pieces by these wedges made from our own branches. Now, they call it the moral of the story. Misfortunes springing from ourselves are the hardest to bear. Now do y'all see why she was able to connect this story back to that young man on the state house steps? Now can you see? I mean, I keep telling you, our ancestors encoded secrets for us and crystallized it and sent it to us in folk tales and poetry and proverbs and quotes. And because we think that we are beyond that, we don't get the lessons. We miss it. It shoots right over our heads. We think this is for kids. And every last one of us was crazy about this. Every last one of us that's really lived have experienced what that damn oak tree went through. That's true. That's true. But it's still gonna be a long. I mean, it's still gonna be, even with the $1 billion. They, by the time they get done digging up, I mean, it's a lot of. But hey, right. Right. Ain't that something? This is ridiculous. This is not supposed to be happening to somebody who is taking democracy all over the world and using ourselves as a model. This is not becoming. This is us. This is our pieces being thrown in our face and used to destroy us. You know what I'm saying? For us to look at our children and say that our children are the problem when we raise these. You know what I'm saying? And Janice, I promise you that in 4 weeks, when you hear the story and connect that one to this one, you're gonna have something that it's just hard for me to keep my mouth shut, because this one right here don't even need a lot of conversation, right? But the next step that is going to take us, I mean, because it's incredible how it's going to happen. I don't even know what's coming in between these, but when I read this story, I said, I know I've seen another story like this. Right? But this one is more about yourself being used as a weapon against you, or the individual being used as a weapon against his people, or the member being used against this organization. You know what I'm saying? This has been this whole divide and conquer type. This is the divide and conquer because We need to think about this because it don't say just any type of oak. It says a mountain oak. We ain't talking about a small tree. We're talking about a tree whose branches was big enough to be hewn down and used to split the trunk of the tree. We're talking about a tree that may be a couple of 100 years old, maybe 500 years. We talk about an old, majestic tree, a mountain oak, right? Like us, like we were, like our people. We were a mountain oak. You know what I'm saying? To destroy me, man. But hey, could this be part of the depression that some of our young people are fighting? Do they not see that they are being used against their own community, and the only way that they could prosper is to sell the community down the river or to give up on the community? When do you not see the conflict for somebody who has a deep love for who they are? You know what I'm saying? To be able to wake up in the morning and realize that the world that you exist in is not for you. You know, people don't see that. You know what I'm saying? And he was seeing that his children was going to possibly be used against him. Just like I see it every day. You know what I'm saying? But I just, I don't give up like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even saying he give up, but what I'm saying is I have to push on. You know what I'm saying? I set something higher so that I could push towards it. That's what works for me. But sometimes I get down too because I see my branches and being turned and used as wedges against me. And I don't, because like I said, I could take the blows from an outside force, but when the blows are coming from me, from those that look like me, that is beyond depressing. We have unrooted ourselves. We have been used to destroy ourselves. We are at this point in time, because we could talk about the kids, but if we keep it all the way real, as they say, if we keep it all the way gangster, you know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about no kids being used on us. We're being used against our community. You know what I'm saying? Because everything we do relies on an external force. We open the gates for the enemy and turn around. For example, I I love learning. But the fact of the matter is that I know for a fact that the education system is not designed for my success as a people. Now, as far as America and we're being trained for America's success. Now, how my role in America has not truly, well, actually, it's been defined. History has clearly defined my role in America, but I'm not being educated, and I'm not educating for the benefit of my people directly. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not banking for the interest of my people. I'm not paying bills in the interest of my people. Everything that we do, everything we do has been directed against us. You know what I'm saying? And those people that see it, if they are not stable, right, in some form or fashion, if they do not have something higher that they could pull on, it becomes a very depressive thought that all the work, the taxes that I pay, I can't buy a piece of gum without benefiting the very system that is out to destroy me. Have you ever, I guess people don't really think, every time you pump gas and you pay taxes for the gas and you buy the gas, the very act of doing that is working against your very own best interest. It's not working your comfort. See, and people mix their comfort up with their best interests, with your best interest. But I learned a long time ago, see, because a lot of people, they talk this gangster shit, but people don't even understand what gangster really means. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, when I watch The Godfather, I see something different. People waiting for the murders. I'm waiting for the conversations. When Don Corleone gave the instruction to keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer, I understood what that meant immediately, because I was the enemy that people was keeping closer. When he talked about keeping your enemies closer, that meant that you made your enemy comfortable. You made your enemy start thinking that he was your friend and was in the position of a valuable position. That at any given time, that once you decide that it's time for your enemy to realize he's your enemy, you could take all that away from him and his life as well. And that's the position we're in. We're the enemy that's being kept close. Not even realizing that we're being used to tear down our own self. We done tore up our own communities, trying to move out there to prove ourselves to somebody else. We done gave up all our companies. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching a bunch of old movies, old black movies. I've been cutting them up. I've been looking at them because a lot of them are in the public domain now. So I'm doing little memes and stuff with them right now. But you start seeing that a lot of these came from black studios. What we gave up so that we can fit in. You know what I'm saying? We have been turned against ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, man. And cause I was sitting down talking to my brother today, and I was looking at some of the new discipline models that they have, and it's basically using the Jedi mind trick to teach people to learn. And now I was at a loss for words, because I was trying to put the words together, but I'm like, tricking our children to learn. A group of people who out of all of the immigrant groups, out of all of the groups that came to America, we learned once we were released, or once we were free, we acquired more education faster than any other group in this country in the history of the world, actually. You know what I'm saying? For the amount of people that we had, we acquired a whole lot of learning. You know what I'm saying? And now we got to come up with ways to trick our kids into learning. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that great mountain oak, you know what I'm saying, is being chopped down, and the tiny pieces are being used because we done gave up so much, because we done became the wedges You know what I'm saying? And because the trunk is coming down and now they're pulling the roots up. They're trying to pull the roots up. And we're assisting them pulling the roots up. It's almost like we're committing suicide. It's almost like we're assisting them in helping us commit suicide. Participating in our own demise. And we do the same thing as individuals. We destroy ourselves. We allow our weaknesses to be the wedges to separate us from our greatness. Our bad decision making, our habits. These are all things that are produced from us. You know what I'm saying? But the key piece is all these chunks and all these pieces are internal works that we need to start, I guess, finding ways to reconstitute. I don't know if that's the right word. To reconnect these things to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? To resist the destruction of the mighty oak. Of the mighty oak that's called our history, of the mighty oak that's called our people, the mighty oak that's called our families, and the mighty oak that's called our sanity. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop letting people willingly destroy that. I mean, and I for one can allow that, man, because I got I got kids, not just the ones that came from me, but I got children around me that's depending on what I have. That's depending on me not to punk out. So, that's where we at. So this is Brother Tim. I'm having a private conversation with the teacher. Yeah. Okay, cool. Because we've been missing you. I actually had a guest that I was hoping that you would call in. It was a brother named Leroy Thornton. He used to go to Ohio State too. Real good conversation last week. Because I try to keep it going. So I send out the invites. And I be hoping sometime people pop up, and if they don't, I'm gonna do what I do. But I really appreciate your voice. I'm just trying to figure out how to integrate the talking, and so I don't have to upload this separately. I want it all in one. But those of you, right, it'll come though. But I like to thank you for joining me. I like to thank all those that's listening. I know some of y'all out there listening. But if you ain't called in, you done missed the wisdom. So this is Brother Tim. I'm out and the teacher's out. And hopefully we will see you soon. For those of you that want some more of this, I will be doing tribal quotes tomorrow. So be sure to call in. We will start at 9 p.m. And we will have 3 powerful proverbs that we will be going through the same process that I'm going through with Sister Janice right now. You know what I'm saying? It's called wisdom mining. Wisdom mining, yo. So with that, I'm Brother Tim, and I am out. Peace.
Mr. Deity.